Here we go, walk around. First of all, a big shout out to our Colombian viewers. We've got a few fans in Colombia. Thank you for the support, guys. Much appreciated, our YouTube followers. This one's a HJ47. That means a 2H. It is 6 month 1983. So towards the end of the 40 series, they're in production for a little bit over one more year after this one. But there was no changes after this. This is it, comes with the disc brakes and what have you. Now this one started life, the new owner Mick can sort of trace it back at least 3 owners. He believes it comes from, well, he purchased it from Whitcott. Whitcott is just below the Toowoomba Ranges, and the person that owned it there said its history was a Gold Coast vehicle. So this one comes from, originally they think the Gold Coast, so it's always southeast Queensland. And then it's made it to Whitcott, and now Mick owns it, and Mick's pretty much bought it like this, nice and shiny. It's had a spray job, and it's a very good car. There is no, you can tell when they're full of bog. This one's pretty damn nice. Mick is in Marburg, God's country. It's a bit dry out there, but that's, I was sort of born out that way, so beautiful part of the world, old Marburg. And Mick has brought it to Mr. Landcruiser for a few things. We'll go through that, but up the front, let's go through it. It's got the alloy bull bar, and it has got a pair of steady spotlights up the front, plain and simple. Big ass GME aerial for the UHF. That's pretty much the outside. You know what? We've got a set of, a brand new set of Sunraiders, a brand new set of Coopers, an all-terrain. This is a work vehicle. This one's working on the farm already. Now behind me is the tray with the dog boxes. You can see they're strapped on there, just quick release. It's on the farm. They're quick release because Mick puts a couple of round bales on the back of this. The suspension, the old girl loves a couple of round bales, handles it no problem at all. That is the outside of the vehicle of this. It's very simply a HJ47. Why is it in Mr. Landcruiser? Sneaky peek under the bonnet. The old 2H. Not much to talk about, you say? Bullshit. There is a lot going on under here. She looks pretty stock standard, pretty plain. It came to us, wiring's pretty nice, everything's pretty well maintained. It's rocking a set of the pacemaker headers there, give it a little note. But why did it come to Mr. Landcruiser? So let's go through it. We started with the 5-speed. Now we put the 5-speed in there, a great upgrade, which changes the rear axle. You know the story. I've done this a million times. It's got the 5-speed. What else does Mr. Landcruiser do? Well, this here is a reservoir. We've done the We've done the 60 series power steer to this one. And big job. All the guards, the front bib come off, pull everything out of the way. We drill out the old shock towers, drill out where the steering box used to be mounted, clean up the whole area. We go with McKinnon's shock towers, McKinnon's fish plate and crush tube. Then we start, they say 60 series power steer. That's the box and that's the pump. There's a lot of 70 series parts, there's Hilux parts. What we try and do is keep it all Toyota part numbers. So years down the track, any part of the country, if something goes wrong, we've got Toyota part numbers where we can. So 70 series steering rod, tie rod ends, we relocate the dampener, go right through it. It's all mechanical. So he's got the power steer now, he's got the 5-speed upgrade. Watch this bad boy, that's the compressor. So while it was with Mr. Landcruiser, it was running cold, but we relocated a few things for the power steer, which meant we had to degas it, which meant we let the R12, the old school, I believe it's illegal now here in Queensland. We let the R12, we bottled that up, let it out, and so we've gone through. And so when you convert it to the modern gas, there's a lot of adapters and fittings that needed to be changed, but we just went through the complete aircon, and now it goes, just tested it before, she's down to 2 degrees while I was having a drive. Absolutely bloody beautiful. So that's pretty much it. Now we did something Mr. Landcruiser does a lot, the workshop side of Mr. Landcruiser does a lot, is fuel control relays and EDIC motors. The EDIC was fine on this. We overhaul them, we rebuild them, give them a little resto. Next to the glove box is a fuel control relay, and that talks to the EDIC, and they weren't too happy, they weren't talking. Richard's gone through the motherboard on that one and tidied it all up, so it's back to how it should be. It's all turnkey again. Again, we do a lot of that. Pretty much it. We've done the big upgrades and a little bit of electrical. Plain and simple. Pretty much how it was made from Toyota, how God intended this bad boy. There are a few little upgrades. We'll start up high. New roof liner to go on the steel roof. She's all steel, Reggie Digi, and look at this console. I don't know who supplies this one, but she is a bloody beauty. It's very clean, goes with the upholstery. It's got a bit of vinyl going on. It's got the GME up there, parcel shelves on either side, speakers on either side, and just a little switch cut out for future. It's blank now, but I'm sure he will add to that in the future. What else is going on? I am sitting on original 47 series seats. My favourite, lots of room, and they are supported with the black duck seat covers. Very, very tight and comfy. Beneath me, this one has got the cup holders, mrlandcruiser.com/something, cup holder, something or other. But it's got the cup holders, makes a difference for your coffee in the morning. And there is a genuine that's hidden, but the genuine flooring and everything's still there. Plain and simple dash, very plain and simple. Not the original stereo. There's a Kenwood in there now. No holes drilled or nothing. She looks like a 47. He's got to be really happy with this find. He's done really well. Now, the other thing that I've got to mention before I hop out is the aircon. Not too many of us get to experience this, so this has got all the aircon. The knee freezer, Nippon Denso, factory option. You told your Toyota dealer you wanted it, and straight from the dealership here in Australia, they would fit that, and off you dry. Very cool. That's the inside. So just a short, sweet little HJ47 walk around. Now, I've got to say, not as intense as some other walk arounds, but if you don't own one, wouldn't you like to own this as your first or second 47? What a beautiful specimen we've got here. Now, Mick, his future plans for this one, there's turbo torque, a little bit of a few little changes, but the key now is to get it back out of Marburg, back on the property, get those round bales back up there and work it what it's intended for. This one's going home to be used as a farm vehicle. Holy dooly. HJ47, 1983.